Hey there. Before we start, just a quick note. This episode features a synthetic narrator and AI-generated visuals for storytelling purposes. But every word, every message you'll hear today has been reviewed by a real human, someone who understands what it feels like to lose love, to start over, and to slowly find your way back to yourself. This space is here to help you heal, at your own pace, with honesty and compassion. Let's be real for a second. Breakups aren't just about the end of a relationship. They're about the loss of habits, routines, little rituals, and pieces of identity that were tied to someone else. It's that quiet moment when you wake up and realize there's no good morning text waiting. It's cooking dinner for one. It's missing the version of yourself that existed when you were loved by them. If you're in that place right now, I just want to say this. Your pain is valid. You don't need to justify it or rush through it. There's no award for healing fast. You're allowed to take your time. You're allowed to just be. Take a deep breath. You're not alone in this. Healing, honestly, isn't about forgetting them. It's about remembering you. Remembering who you were before that relationship and who you're becoming now that it's over. Start small. Be still for a while. Feel what you need to feel without trying to label it or push it away. If you want to cry, cry. If you need to scream into a pillow, do it. There's no right way to grieve. Try changing your surroundings a bit. Rearrange your room. Bring in some new energy. Light a candle. Open a window. Move the furniture. It sounds small, but your physical space can really mirror your emotional state. Revisit those old hobbies that once made you lose track of time. Pick up that journal and write letters you'll never send. They don't have to be pretty or polished. They just have to be real. That's where the healing starts, with honesty. By the way, quick check-in. Where are you listening from today? Drop your country or city in the comments. It's always so inspiring to see how far this healing circle reaches. It's proof that no matter where we are, in different time zones, in different lives, we're all learning how to let go and move forward, together. Let's talk about emotional boundaries for a second, because honestly, that's one of the hardest parts of a breakup. First rule, no checking their socials. I know it's tempting. You want to know if they're okay, if they miss you, if they've moved on. But every time you look, it's like picking at a healing wound. Give yourself the gift of not knowing for a while. Second, stop rereading old texts and messages. You'll only end up looking for closure in words that were never meant to give it. And third, the big one, stop bargaining with your worth. You don't have to earn anyone's love or prove that you're enough. You already are. You're allowed to grieve, but you're also allowed to protect your peace. In fact, that's part of grieving, learning to draw the line between what hurts and what heals. If this episode is resonating with you, take a second to like, share, or subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but because it helps this message reach someone else who might be hurting quietly, someone who needs to hear the words you're hearing right now. Now, let's be honest. Healing isn't neat. It's not a straight line. Some days you'll wake up feeling strong, grounded, maybe even excited about the future. And then suddenly, something random, a smell, a song, a memory, hits you, and you feel like you've slid right back to day one. That's okay, that's normal. Healing loops back sometimes, but every loop brings you a little more wisdom, a little more peace. Here's something that helps. Make a breakup playlist. Not just of sad songs, but ones that match the whole journey. Sadness, anger, rediscovery, and finally, hope. Music can carry emotions that words sometimes can't. You can also write a list of things you've survived. Heartbreaks, disappointments, moments when you thought you couldn't go on but did anyway. Look at that list. That's your strength in writing. You've done hard things before, and you'll do this too. And please, talk to yourself like a friend. If you wouldn't say it to someone you love, don't say it to yourself. You are not broken. You're becoming. I know that sounds cliché, but it's true. The version of you that existed in that relationship and the version of you who's emerging now, They're both part of your story. One chapter closed, another one's being written. You don't need to rush to find yourself. You're not lost, you're just unfolding. This is what becoming looks like. And listen, on those days when it's hard to believe in your own healing, come back here. This space exists for you. It's not just about heartbreak, it's about growth, resilience, and rediscovering the person you've always been underneath the noise. You're doing better than you think. Healing doesn't always announce itself with big, dramatic moments. Sometimes it's in the quiet things. Getting out of bed, cooking for yourself, laughing unexpectedly, feeling the sun again. That's progress. Take this next breath as a small promise to yourself to keep going one day at a time. You're not too much. You're not too broken. And you're not too late. You're becoming someone beautifully whole. And we're walking this path together. So thank you for being here, for listening, for showing up for yourself. And remember, this community, this voice, we're here for you. One episode, one breath, one breakthrough at a time. Until next time, take care of your heart.